I prepared, and we will share with you through our learning platform the homework, and I prepared 2 videos. Let me share with you video number 1. And this video is 7 minutes long. I will not do it because basically it's what you've experienced. I will not play it live. It will be accessible for all of you. And basically what we do is we think of the upper thorax and we do a very gentle bending in the upper thorax. Then we come back. The next will be middle section, and you will do 1 movement for each section, bending from the middle portion, small, looking for it. What will it feel like to move in a different place? And then in the lower thorax, the 3rd movement, the floating ribs, the ribs that connect with cartilages, and bending from that place. The homework will be just 1 movement for each position. Then you will do the same thing for side bending and the whole thing. So I'm going to switch. Then is extension. Then we do side bending only in the upper body, middle body, then lower body bending. Then the same thing with rotations. After each movement, you will do movement that completely involves all of those sections, the upper, lower. So we have flexion, extension, we have side bending, and then we have rotations for each, for the upper body, for the middle body, and for the lower rib cage. And then integrating all 3. So this will be your first homework. Then, let me put a slide up on homework so you will understand what I'm asking you to do. So cardinal movements of your thorax in these 3 sections. First one, forward and backward bending, side bending, turning, rotation, and lateral shifts. Only 1 movement for each. And that 1 movement of each took me 7 minutes. Practice twice a day. And each of those will be done in 3 ways, from upper, from middle to lower, and then integrating all movements. This is important. Guard against stretching or making large or fast movement. Don't get impatient with it. Initially, you may find that actually it's difficult for you to differentiate between different sections. So in the worst scenarios, you would perform 3 plus that integrated movement, so 4 movements that are kind of the same, that seem the same. I can promise you, or I can almost promise you, that as we study together and as we work and as we go through more lessons, you will start to recognize each of those sections and explore and cherish novelty of movements. Don't do it forcefully. The second homework is that apnea, the false breathing. So, and then I'll show you the video that I recorded. So you pretend taking a long, deep inhale without drawing any air in. Your epiglottis is sealed, it's closed, and your chest will lift and get large. It will be like a macho chest, but your belly and your pelvic floor will lift up. That counter suction will raise your pelvic floor and will lift your abdomen underneath the arc of your ribs. Do this twice a day, 3 movements only. And again, not overdoing. Feel free to do these movements while lying on the back, while sitting, while standing in multiple positions. And then I'll show you a video. And let me just open it. False inhale. This is the video. And I did it semi-naked, so I'm a little self-conscious here, but what do you do for science? Everything. You will do everything for science. So here we go. Ribs, and we play. So inhalation, belly expands. Then you go exhalation, bottom, and then pull your belly in, sucking it in, lifting, creating this arc of the ribs, hiding your abdomen. Inhale again, expanding, and then exhalation. And this apnea-like movement, sucking in, pulling in, caving this whole hollow place in the abdomen, your heart. Can you imagine? I was talking about the heart getting attached to the sternum somewhere here, to cervical spine. How by pulling belly in, diaphragm has a chance to restore movement upward, 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 upward toward your head practically. And then on inhalation, your diaphragm descends, goes down. That's why belly expands. So that is our homework. One is the movements, cardinal movements in 3 different sections. And another one is that funny seesaw, not seesaw. Seesaw will practice with breathing and with different movements when we do lessons throughout the next 4 sessions. But you need to get this, understand how to suck it in and let it go, suck it in, let it go.